Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Doki Doki Literature Club. I have been told that every time I load this game up, I need to load up from this screen before I start recording. Load up this screen and then start recording because there is always different things that interact with you as you. Yeah. And to be prepared, this game gets really dark. This is the Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay. Nothing. Pictures. Okay. Music. Alright. Files. Game. Saves. I guess this one, right? How do I load? Okay, that was weird. This game is not suited for children or people who are easily disturbed. Okay, let's start here. Um, let's give it to Monica first. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Victor. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good to hear. By the way, since you're near and everything, if you ever have any suggestions to the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha! Don't worry, Victor. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had sort of had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that might be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I should be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up with trying different things a lot. It could take you a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. The best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha, aha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for somebody whose claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Hole in a wall. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Huh. It's very freeform. Is that what if that's what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for the feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had a kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dirt puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Well then, who should I show my... Let's just go down the list. Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Victor. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be very seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Aha! Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe not Suki. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a bit better now. Better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Victor poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in a club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? That's like I said before, Victor. Deep down, you're not as selfish as you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay, now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. Hold on, give me a second. Guys? And we're back. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Oh. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds like just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Yeah, I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. who should I write my poem to? My poem to next, Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad, it just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, people can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it? What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in this high school thinks writing poems has to be sophisticated and stuff, and people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. So, seeing everyone around you do great things can be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about my simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But Natsuki is feeling proud that I won't take that away from her. Alright, who should I read the poem? Show my poem to? Probably Yuri, because she's the only one left. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not, I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why, yes. I'm just making sure. I guess that might... And so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there were specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Asuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased, huh? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity, which itself is kind of fun. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Those are the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calmly breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yui? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Victor. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over at it. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. If nothing really, well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phoo! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated, and it was as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Okay, give me a second. And we're back. I'm gonna not stop the video, but I'm gonna stop playing about a minute sooner than I normally do to get a few words out, and then we'll keep going. But for right now, let's keep going. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration, while Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out of nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Victor did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Well, technically speaking, the people who don't like it can give you the best suggestions. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Victor liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up. Maybe you're just jealous that Victor appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Victor started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Eats popcorn. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was saying it. Victor, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and wanted to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Natsuki, what's the point in making poems all convoluted for no reason? I mean, the meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Victor. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Victor? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, I'll probably do Yuri. I mean, writing simple is fun and all, and it's great, but Yuri is right. that there's a reason why we create more advanced words. Masuki, you're right, that I like your point. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. You wouldn't even take my poem. You wouldn't even take my poem. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting their feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you don't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenched her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at the point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sahori, Vic, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It will spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem up with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gently approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not gotten afraid of between like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Victor. You're too kind. And I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about you, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what's the thing, Nick? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Oh, good. Make sure you make more than one, enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, well, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about the sharing the poem? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Victor, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was nice thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Victor, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sahori beams at me. It's really been a while since Sahori and I spent enough time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry, about what happened earlier. And what do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen on? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Victor, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in this club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really have to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Well, I passed her on the shoulder. I said the more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, I'll save it here after this. I hope you like this video. If you do, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more, ring the notification bell. In the description will be a link to the Doki Doki Literature Club playlist, as well as the reaction channel and the podcast channel. Don't give me spoilers, but try to point out when you think the story is going to take a turn for the worst, so I can warn my fans, because there's certain things I know are going to come up that I do need to warn people about, so let me know. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye, everybody.